This climb is brutal. So today I'm in the Brecon Beacons in a place that is famed for its breathtaking views, although today I'm not sure we're going to get any, especially up there. I think on a clear day that would be definitely a shot for the gram, but as usual on my channel it isn't a clear day. The original plan was to do a summit camp, but I didn't leave till quite late, and it's mid-November. Obviously the sun set pretty early, so I don't know if I'm going to make the top, so we'll find somewhere to pitch up. I'll show you my new tent. So I've had to walk on a bit to try and find somewhere. The path kind of follows a ridge. It's just, well, there's about 1,000-foot drop that side and it just tails off that side downhill, so the only flat bit of ground is the path really. So I'm starting to come to a little bit of a plateau here, so hopefully I'll find somewhere to pitch, because I've got, well, sunset's in about an hour, but with this amount of cloud and clag it's going to get dark before that. So I think this is as good as any. Hopefully if the weather clears up in the morning we'll have some stunning views over the lake and the summit we were supposed to be up. So I'll get pitched up, I'll get changed, and I'll give you a shout when I'm in the dry. So there she is, new digs, the Wild Country Zephyros Compact 1. This is the first time I've even put this tent up, so got a little bit of tightening to do, but mainly the gear's in there and it's dry. So I just started to get changed, get my dry stuff on, and I looked outside and it's starting to clear up. I don't know if you can see it down there, but I'm praying that's going to be a lovely sunrise in the morning. Dry clothes on, but don't know how long I'll be able to wander around. Still a bit murky and misty, so don't want to get it too wet. But yeah, set up. Bit of a rush job. As you can see, the light is failing. We didn't quite make the summit camp, so we're kind of in between the two. Just come over Fan here, I think it is, and then the big one up there is Fan Bryn Gaelog or Bryn Haelog or something like that. So not sure how much time I'll be able to spend out here tonight. It's probably going to be a good 12 plus hours in the tent, I think, if this mist and murk keeps up. So I think it's time to crack on a beer. So tonight's offering is Black Dragon Welsh cider, only a couple of bottles. It is 6.5, so I'm not going too heavy tonight, especially considering this is my first summit camp. So a few firsts actually. It's first time in the Zephyros Compact 1. It's literally the first time I pitched it, brand new out of the bag. I think I've got it okay mostly. We'll see. Wind's not going to be that bad tonight anyway, so it's not really going to get that bad around. I have pegged all the guys out though, just to get used to doing it. Yeah, but first time in that. First summit camp, or summit-ish camp, and this is actually my first solo wild camp. And even that again, it's my first time up here. I've never been here before, so probably doing everything wrong. First time camping somewhere I don't know, in a tent I've never used, on my own. So let's hope it all goes okay. So that's me wrapped up for the night. It's only 6 o'clock, but it's just too damp outside to be able to have a wander around, unfortunately. So the clock's ticking for the next 12 hours in the tent. I have to say, first impression is pretty good with the Zephyros, especially the vestibule, really wide, so it's got plenty of room to chuck gear in. I'd be able to cook in there if I do fancy a little bit of food later. Not that I'm particularly hungry, but yeah, if I do get an appetite, then yeah, no problem whatsoever to be able to prep a bit of food in here. But for now, I'm just gonna sit down, relax, stick the radio on, and hopefully wait for it to clear up a little bit. I tell you what, when the evenings are long like this, this is an absolute lifesaver. So I think I'm going to call it a night. The wind's due to get a little bit stronger as it gets into tomorrow morning, but still not too bad, like 15-20k. So hopefully get a nice peaceful night. Up early, I think, tomorrow, and get to the summit, and then hopefully get some views. Maybe walk down to the lake. Morning. As you might be able to hear, the wind is picking up a little bit. Forecast wasn't for any rain, but it pretty much rained all night. Still is at the minute. I'm hoping it'll stop so I can get a little window to pack the tent up. First impressions of the tent, pretty good. Little bit flappy, but that's probably just down to the fact that it's the first time I've set it up, so I'm not really used to get everything tensioned down as it should be. A lot of people moan about the door, that there's nowhere to clip it, but there is a clip up here, so it does tie back out of the way. I didn't end up having any food last night. I haven't eaten yet this morning. Again, I'm not particularly hungry, so I might just have myself a cup of tea or something. I have been out for a call of nature, and got soaking in the process. So yeah, plan is not to go back outside until I need to go, really. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, it'll be a case of waiting for a weather window and making a shift. I doubt I'll do the second summit this morning, just because of the wind and the rain. So I'm probably going to head down towards the lake. There is a path that goes down literally about 100 yards away from it, so I'll probably head down to the lake and head back to the car that way then. But that might change. We'll see what the weather does. So I've decided I am going to have some breakfast, try and wait this rain out. So I've got a choice between minced beef hot pot or pasta carbonara. I think it's going to be the pasta. And now we wait. Yeah, I wasn't going to bother with food, but I'm glad I did now. Right, the rain seems to have eased a bit. The wind looks like it's starting to pick up, so I'd just started packing up. I'd rather pack down dry and windy than rain. So yeah, just going to get everything packed up quick, chucked in the bag, and start making a shift. So that's the view. I tell you what, it's bloody freezing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to bother with the summit today. There's a path that just goes down in between here, down to the lake, which is there, promise. And then we'll just go back along the bottom of the ridge, back to the car. Everything's pretty much packed away. Just a tent to take down now, chuck it in the bottom of the bag. So I'm going to crack on with that and make a move. Hopefully when we get down, we'll get a bit of shelter out of this wind. It's a really good idea with these oversized stuff sacks for the tents, especially in the wind. Just roll it up, stuff it in and cinch it down. Wish everybody did them. And there we go, all packed up, leave no trace. Wild camping's never going to be seen as a good thing in the authorities' eyes until people start doing it properly. Problem is, you get these people coming up who light fires, drink beers, chuck the cans everywhere, don't take anything home with them, and it spoils it for the people who do it properly. So hopefully we might get to a point where we're free to do it, but for now we're stuck where we are. Still enjoyed it, still a great night even despite the weather. It's just nice to be out in the new tent, give it a dry run. Well, dry, no pun intended. So gonna head down what looks like a fairly steep path. Like I said, I don't know this area too well, so and try and get down this path down towards the lake and hopefully a little bit more shelter. It's already a difference just from dropping down from where I was. So I will see you at the bottom. So finally we get a view of the lake. Just come from up there, so you can see why we couldn't see anything. So this wouldn't be too bad a place to pitch up either. I did bring my trunks just in case the weather was okay and I was going to have a dip, but I'm not taking dry clothes off and putting them on this this wet ground while I partake. So I'm looking for the path. There is a lower path that heads back the way I came, so just trying to keep my eyes out for it. I don't know how well marked it is. It is part of the Beacons way, this is, so I'm hoping it's way marked at least. If not, we'll have to get the map out. So predictably took a wrong turn knew I was on the wrong path. I was getting further and further away from the ridge, and I knew that the lower path sort of hugged really tight in, so I had to do a little bit of off-piste hiking, get back to the path, but we're on it now. No way markers anywhere, but you can tell this is the main path. It's definitely more well trodden than the path I was on, so a bit more of a sheep track I ended up in. Loving this beautiful little plateau we got here. I would say maybe, hopefully, an hour or so back to the car. Making good time on this flatter ground, way better than I did yesterday. I really struggled yesterday. I don't know what it was, my legs didn't have any energy. Maybe it was a late start. It's a really steep climb to start. I think it just took it out of me. I think it took me about 2 hours in the end to do like 3 miles, so way off my normal pace. But yeah, like I said, down on this flatter stuff, really get motoring along, get back. For now though, gotta enjoy what I can of these views. It's changing every minute. It's cloud and no cloud, cloud and no cloud. So I think that about wraps it up. Hope you enjoyed the wild camp. Sorry I couldn't give you the views, but as usual, Welsh weather has other plans, especially if you've seen my other videos. It's just rain. I don't think I've had a dry one yet. I can pretty much see where I've parked the car. It's just kind of around the bottom of the valley here. Probably about another mile to go, so thought I'd give you a quick sign off before my final stretch. Please, if you can, it'd be much appreciated to subscribe, like, share, comment, anything really. It all helps, and I'll see you next time.